Here's what you might have missed. Ultra Mode had 0 sandwich attacks in the last 7 days. That's 0. That's zilch. That's nada. Sandwich attacks, for those of you who don't know, are something that happens when you're trading on chain. Typically, what it looks like is you'll have relatively high slippage, and somebody else, either a bot or somebody else who's out there in the ecosystem, will purposely give you a worse price by kind of sandwiching you, right? So if you're going to buy, they'll buy right before you, so the price goes up, then you buy at a worse price, and then they'll sell it right after you. And their two actions are the sides of the sandwich. When you use Ultra Mode, you are protected from this. The next thing that happened, this has been long awaited. Ledger support finally live on Jupiter Mobile, which now means you can have your funds as safe as ever. And whenever you need to trade, you can use the best mobile trading experience out there. It's fast. It is focused. It is great to use. It is one other F that I won't talk about here. Coming soon to Android as well. iOS first, Android's coming very soon. The Jupiter perps also got much better. So now it's 5 limit orders per token. So you might have multiple levels that you want to take profit from, for example. And for those limit orders, the limit is now much higher. It's up at $250,000. Other improvements over there, just a smoother UI and experience overall, clear fee breakdown, the ability to hide the slippage sliders, because many people like me have kind of fat fingers, and they accidentally increase the amount of leverage that they're using or something like that. So now the UI is better from that perspective. There'll be warnings if your price is too close to your liquidation price, which is also really great. Smart priority fees, so you don't have to think about fees, going back to the same thing that we were talking about there before, making trading easier now with perps. And just in general, the charts look even sexier. They work even better, updated even faster. Another thing that happened this past week in Operation Yappy, where we're just trying to basically flood the zone with comms so that everyone knows exactly what's going on at all times. We started a new property, a new format on Monday. The idea was improve Jupe.ag, done as a live stream. Just talked about all the products and how they could all be better live. We did a bunch of brainstorming and jamming. A bunch of new feature ideas came out of it. This one happened recently. PumpSwap has been integrated into the Jupiter routers. So any tokens that you want to trade from Pump or from PumpSwap, you can get to directly within Jupiter and the normal Jupiter interface that you know and love. DAO season is in full swing. We have not one, but 2 votes coming up this week. I think on Saturday is when the votes actually begin. 2 trial working groups are going to be up for your consideration: the Design Trial Working Group and the DevRel Trial Working Group. Both of their draft proposals have already been posted. They're currently incorporating feedback from the community, and you'll have a chance to vote later this weekend. The regional communities have just been crushing lately. So just as a quick recap of what's been going on, Duke and Sammy hosted the JUP Genesis event in Lagos, Nigeria. Jupiter in Espanol hosted their first ever Spanish space as we started to expand into some different languages. Love to see that. Jupiter Japan, Italia, India, CN and TR, and many more are spreading the Jupe gospel in their own local languages all around the world. And JM to the newest mint, Jupe Down Under over in Australia, New Zealand, in that part of the world. And on the community side, Catstanbull merch has been delivered to your doorstep. We had a ton of merch for Catstanbull. Got seized at customs, unfortunately. But that merch still has your name on it, so we are sending that out all over the world. If you have not received an email yet on that, please just be a little bit patient, because obviously it's a lot of people all over the world who are going to be getting merch. In about a week from now, if you still haven't heard anything, you can DM Joe, which is at BIUUOX, if you need any help. You can read. The key point to take away here is there is a ton of stuff going on.
We have station.jupe.ag, and now it has evolved into a completely standalone platform or documentation specifically catered for developers. So it will be on dev.jupe.ag now. Our products have evolved into like a very, very powerful platform. The experience has grown tremendously. We don't want to gatekeep this to just our UI, right? And we want to provide this to any developer out there, any project out there, so that anyone in the world can use it. We now have docs for each specific APIs, and they are catered specifically for those use cases, breaking down into like the step-by-step. So the whole idea is to make sure that any developer from any background and experience can access them easily. If you head over to terminal.jupe.ag, it's a very simple to use web page. All you need to do is choose the type of swap terminal you want. It can be like integrator, it can be a widget. You can basically customize exactly how you want the swap experience to be like. So you can customize anything and it will generate the code for you. So if this code, all you need to do is copy and paste and implement it on your front end. So second thing, for the easy to use toolkits, there's a ton of wallets out there. So we've built this unified wallet kit. It's similar to terminal.jupe.ag. You just need to plug and play it, choose the type of wallets that you want to integrate, plug it in directly to your web page, and yeah, you're good to go from there.
First verification type is actually the blue chip. And it's actually for tokens that have gained a sufficient level of recognition. For example, a token in this category needs to sustain a 100 million market cap for a month. And tokens that match this criteria will be reviewed and manually added. And this will actually be for like USDC or Juke or like Wave or Bonk. The second thing that we have is like it's called community assistant. And this is actually for up and coming new tokens who have clear market and community traction. So the criteria, right, there'll be two things. So we have this market cap, liquidity volume, and two other things, organic score and CT likes, seeing how many real traders are actually buying your stuff. And secondly, the CT likes, right? Like how many people on CT, right, actually liking your shit. I think especially like smart likes. So smart likes are basically like we do like network analysis and we say, okay, based on this network, we have high confidence that this is a legit person.
When we're verifying a token, we're not endorsing that token. We're not saying go buy this token. All we're saying is that, hey, this is probably the token that you're looking to buy. So one thing we wanted to talk about here, the idea of experimenting with new launch mechanics. Here are a few different ideas that works for what new token mechanics could look like. Idea number one, the cat starter. We once referred to this as Kickstart, now we're calling it cat starter.
We are thinking of it as a new kind of model where your project, you set a price, the money that's raised immediately becomes a pool. And then so the people set up and then the project get vested over time. More like a Kickstarter campaign.
The second idea, LFG V2.
So for example, the project can set aside capital for Juke Seekers. So you can set aside, say, like 5% of tokens, right? Same thing, at the lower price for Juke Seekers and the DAO. Same thing. So for example, I'm a project. Hey, Jupiter DAO, I would like to get investment at Jupiter DAO, as well as offer part of my tokens, right, for sale for you guys to invest. And DAO, but only condition that DAO needs to hold a token for a year, and the community hold it over a year as well.
The project would come to the DAO and say, hey, we want to offer you this number of tokens in an Alpha Vault type of sale where only Juke stakers are eligible to participate in that sale. And then there'd be an additional 1% that rather than going to ASR would actually go into the DAO treasury itself. And then possibly you say allocated to particular work groups that also help with the launch.